Hello, everybody. My apologies. I know I'm late. I was in Sarah's coffee chat, and Sarah was talking about the spectacular schedule. So I just had to stay and hear what was going on. But she's got a lot of really great stuff going. So definitely. If you are in Sarah's coven group on Facebook, definitely check it out. So we are in the first day of uh oh, sorry guys, I have to get like my mind together again. Okay, so we are in our first day of the HB Word Sprints Challenge writing retreat. So hope you all are doing well and what you're working on. So let us know what you are working on and what you're doing. If you've got some goals for this retreat, let us know what's happening and let us know who is in the chat. And if you are joining us and or watching the replay and you're not sure what the heck we're talking about, then I will explain. This is part of the HB Word Sprint, the Heart Breathings Word Sprints Challenge group on Facebook. And if you are on YouTube, I've got the link down below to that group. And every third uh, every third weekend, every third Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the month, we do a writing retreat. And usually I don't do lives during the writing retreat, but our lovely Angela, who usually does this spot, is on vacation. She's actually on a girls' trip and having lots and lots of fun. So I am filling in for her. So, welcome everyone who has jumped into the chat. A little bit of housekeeping. I do 4 20-minute sprints with 5-minute breaks. So 20-minute sprints are for whatever you want to progress with. And because we're in the writing retreat, there's probably going to be a lot of people here who are doing writing related stuff. Again, let us know what you're working on today and what you're doing in the chat so we can cheer you on. So 20 minutes for whatever you want to do. But if you're doing non-writing stuff too, that is excellent too, because whatever non-writing stuff you get done during I just realized I didn't put the timer on. Okay, here we go. So whatever non-writing stuff you're doing during this time, we'll leave you time later for doing writing stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all wonderful. And then 5-minute breaks are for um, first of all, me talking my head off, but no, I won't do that. I promise. Um, and bio breaks, snack breaks, drink breaks. I'll probably be getting coffee at some time in the near future, getting up and stretching, just kind of really taking a breather and taking a break from the 20-minute sprint. So let's see who is with us. Hello, Melanie. Wonderful that you are with us. Melanie, here we go. I always have to do this, y'all, because I always have to put on my reading glasses. There we go. I'm old. I'm old. So, so reading glasses. Here we go. I'm using today for nano prep. Excellent. Started rereading the old project I'm dusting off. Wonderful. Going to use this year to finish that. Awesome. That is so awesome, Melanie. That is so great. That is so wonderful. So, yeah, Nano is a great time to, take a project that you may have been working on and you quit working on and say, okay, I'm just going to take these 30 days, and just work on this project because, it is that 30-day window where you can just work on a project. And of course, we're not going to talk about whether it's technically nano or not, because I am a nano rebel. I'm going to be a nano rebel this year too, so it's okay to be nano rebel. We support everybody. Hello, Alexandra. I'm too tired to write. I get you. 11 p.m. in Germany now. Yes, I would be tired too if it was 11 p.m. here. But I wish you all the words. Thank you so much, or whatever else you are doing. Yes, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, Alia. Doing some plotting. Excellent. At the end of the sprint challenge, I'm hoping to get done a rough outline on my book. Terrific. Nano prep. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we hope that you do get that done, and we are here to cheer you on. Amy, hello. I'm here at least for a little while. Terrific. I'm working on getting everything installed and configured on my new computer. Yay! Yes, new computer. Awesome. And I'm writing up menus and a grocery shopping list. That is terrific. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Curious about what your new computer is. Curious. Is it a Mac or is it a PC? I'm saying right now, I am a huge, I've been using Macs since 1986. I'm dating myself here, but there we go. So, but if it's not a Mac, that's awesome too. Mine says, I like being Nano Rebel. I do too. I love being a Nano Rebel too. Yeah, me too. So what I'm working on is I'm actually taking a step back from Preptober, and I'm doing something a little different. I have a short story. It's a prequel to my series, and I'm relaunching my series next month. And I realized that I wanted to revise this story and extend it, this short story. And I kind of started to do that. I think it was in the more towards the beginning of the year, and then I just kind of left it. And I realized this week that it's still sitting there and needs to be revised. And because I'm doing the relaunch next month, it's something that I really want to do for next month. So that's what I'm working on for this entire writing retreat. I really want to get that story revised and expanded and completely done. Because it's interesting. It's a story that I wrote. It's a prequel to the series, and I wrote it as it's my reader magnet, actually. So if you join my newsletter, you get that freebie as the reader magnet. And I wrote it when I was, or even it might have been before, even when I was writing the first book, and I finished the series since then. And it's a short story that's all about the protagonist of the series. And and it's like I know so much more about her. So it's like now going back to the story, it's kind of like saying, okay, what is it that I want to do with this protagonist now in the story, because so many things I know so much more about her. So Melanie says, I'll be writing 50K total new words. Yes, as this will be the second half of the book, but just technically not completing a new story. Yes, yes. And I'm the same way, Melanie. I'm also going to be doing revising and rewriting, a lot of rewriting for my novel. And I know it's definitely going to be at 50K, and I'll probably be like way over that too if I know myself. Okay, I'll just finish with the comments and then we are going to start. It's a PC. My tech dudes, husband and son, don't like Apple. And I don't find it intuitive to use. Yeah, that's true. It's not always intuitive. Occasionally said that I can't use Vellum, to format books. But in general, you can get a lot more computer for a lot less money with PC versus Apple. Yes, that is true. That is very, very true. Very, very true. And then Amy says, plus Apple makes it hard to do your own repairs. It does. And upgrades. Yes, it does. And my technical dudes like to swap out parts when needed. That's so awesome that you have like technical guys that can just, take care of your computer. That is awesome. Okay, we are going to get started. First sprint, and we're going to go for 20 minutes for sprint for this retreat sprint. Anything you need to do, all the words, if you're getting words down, if you're not getting words down, that is cool too. We're here to support you. We're here to give you a thumbs up. So I will see you all in 20 minutes. Okay, first sprint down. I don't know if you all noticed, but I put the banner on like 5 minutes before the sprint was over. So one of these days, I will actually get to putting on the banners when they need to be put up. You know, what a concept, right? But I'll get it. I'll get it. So, how was that first sprint for you? Let us know what happened, what did you get done. If you didn't get much done, but you just kind of relaxed or, went on Facebook or texted your mom, that is terrific too. So now, see, I'm putting the 5 minute banner on. I'm remembering these things. So for me, I did, let me see. I was working on this short story. I'll let you all know in a minute what my word count was. Um, Let me see. There we go. Okay. My word count was, well, it's 1,065 words, but that's not 1,065 words like, new words written. But there were a lot of new words written there. So I am very happy about that. I am on page 16 of 22 pages for this story. However, I'm going to be expanding it and adding a lot of stuff. So we'll see how long it's going to be. So let's see how you all did. Amy says, yes, I'm very blessed in the tech department. Yes, you are. Well, actually, it was my dad was kind of the tech guy in our family, and he was the one who in 1986 brought in, I think it was the second model that Apple came out with. And since then, he was the one who brought in the new computers and he encouraged us to learn computers. And, at that time, the personal computer, of course, was, it's not like today where like, everybody has one. So I'm very, very grateful to him for that because I would not be as computer savvy, computer savvy, I'm putting that in quotes, as I am without that. Hello, Lisa. I didn't get much writing done. That's okay, but I did a lot of thinking about a pivotal scene. That is awesome. Thinking is really, really important too. It's really important too. It's not always about the words. It's also about the, kind of processing and coming up with the ideas and all of that stuff. So that is excellent. Hello, Lysandra. I got almost a page of line edits. That's awesome. Done on my novella. I'm on page 37 of 94. Woo! Wonderful. And that's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's like what? That's like more of a third of the way through. That is terrific. Hopefully, during this retreat, you will get a lot done. We are all rooting for you. Hello, Taylor. Just now joined. Going in to get some plotting done and work on some Preptober things. Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful. Yeah. It's like all of you that are doing plotting, you're making me jealous because I love to do plotting and I'm not doing plotting now. I'm doing the kind of the more like revision stuff, which is fun, which I like to which I like to, because that's really when you shape the story. The part of the process that I don't like, and if you've come to my sprints, you know this already, is proofreading. Proofreading for me is like Chinese torture. Seriously, it's like I hate it. I hate the proofreading. But well, we won't talk about. We'll talk about nice things. We're gonna talk about positive things. Working on character. Melanie. Hello, Melanie. Working on character. Hello again, Melanie, because I said hello to you earlier. So hello again. Working on character cards. I totally pantsed the first part of this project. Now that I'm planning to finish, I have time to go back and build everything out before I start writing the second part. That's terrific. Yes, that is terrific. And and I think that sometimes you kind of do have to pants, part of the story sometimes. And even when you plan, I know for me for this book that I'm going to be revising for Nano, it's book 3 of my historical cozy mystery series. I planned out like every single thing, and it still turned out where I had a lot of twists and turns that I did not expect. And so now when I'm doing the revision outline, I'm actually seeing that there's going to be a lot of rewriting. So it's kind of like it's almost like I feel like I did not necessarily a zero draft the first time around, but it's probably more like a half draft, kind of in between a first draft and a zero draft because of that. But sometimes that's how books turn out. Hello, Dina. I'm in editing world. You are not alone. You are in good company with many, many of us. So welcome. Amy says, yes, my dad bought a TRS 80 back in the day. It used a cassette tape drive. Yes, I remember the cassette tape drives totally. And the floppy disks. Yeah, don't forget the floppy disks. And I learned Apple II basic programming back in junior high. Yeah, so that's how old I am. You and me both, sweetie. You and me both. Okay, I'll just finish with the comments here, what y'all have to say, and then we're going to get on to the second sprint. And Amy says, I got my menus and grocery list plan excellent for the week and called my daughter to come home to her friends from her friends so she can help me with the shopping. Great. I have to leave when she gets here. Okay, if I don't get a chance later, thank you for the sprints. You are most welcome. And I hope that you have a fruitful shopping trip and that you buy a lot of Halloween candy. All right. So yeah. So okay. Okay. So no, I was going to ask something, but I don't want to fall too much into chattering because we want to get these sprints. So let's go for our second 20 minutes on the clock. Whatever you have to get done, we are here rooting for you. I will see you all in 20 minutes. Okay, so we're now an hour into the sprints. We've got one more hour to go, and this is a great time to get up and stretch, get a bio break, get a snack, get a drink, water, whatever y'all want to do. Okay, here we go. And yeah, get my banner up. So, how did that go? How did you all do? I I got words down. I got words down. I am in about, let's see, not as many though. Not as well. Last time I didn't get the 1,000 either. It was kind of like just sort of filling in stuff. Now it's 373. So, but a lot of that was reading over stuff, but that's okay. That's still progress. That's still progress. And I got a little bit sidetracked with Facebook. I also got coffee. So this is coffee. This is my mug. This is I hate this screen. This is my Alice in Wonderland mug. And I saw this, and I don't know if you can read, because I know sometimes these screens show things, like backward. But it says, "We are all mad here. We're all mad here." So I don't know why. I just love that mug. So let us know how you are doing in the meantime. And I got the last couple of minutes caught up in Facebook, and a friend of mine put on Facebook this question. It's Halloween. So if you want to put in the chat what your answer is, name your favorite horror movie. So, name your favorite horror movie. I will tell you, mine is anything by Val Lewton. If you don't know who Val Lewton is, he was a producer of horror films, mostly B horror films in the 1940s. I'm a classic film fan, and his films are psychological horror, and they are really, honestly, they're I love them. They're really amazing. But it is psychological horror. It is 1940s. So, if you're not into classic films, it might not be something that you like. But he did the original Cat People, if you've heard of that film. And he did a bunch of other films, and they're just really, they're just, like I said, they're psychological horror. So you're not seeing a lot of gore and a lot of all that kind of stuff. So if you're into horror that has less gore and is kind of more, psychologically scary, it not give you nightmare psychological scary, because we're talking about the 1940s here, but it's just, they're really fun to watch. They're really fun to watch. And every Halloween, I've got like the box set here. I bought the box set, and every Halloween I binge watch on those films. I love it. So, okay, let's see what y'all got to say. Um, and of course, let me put my reading glasses on. Okay. Yeah, Melissa says I'm heading over to the 5x5 challenge. Yes. So I don't know if Melissa's still with us. 5x5 challenge. Sarah posted about this. It's with Denise Duffield Thomas. Today is actually the last day, and so she's doing some live stuff. I will probably head over there once the break is finished as well. It's a money mindset challenge, so it's kind of really sort of some really really cool stuff there. I'll try to post the link in the chat if I can, because I think you can still go in there and get some of the replays. So even if you haven't joined, worked on a sticky plot point. Great. I think I may have to leave before the end of the next sprint. That's okay. You are most welcome, Lisa. Hello, Lysandra. I got through a few paragraphs and some dialogue. Excellent. Melanie says, finished character cards, really liking my main cast. That is terrific. Going to be fun getting back into their story. Yes, I have a mouse pad with "We are all mad here" quote. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's my favorite quote from Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. But that is wonderful. Okay. Alias is the thing. Okay. Okay. So that is your favorite horror film. Okay. I've heard of the horror film. I have not seen it. I am not a fan of modern horror just because I'm not into the whole, gore and, that kind of stuff gives me nightmares. But very, very cool. The thing wasn't the thing, was it like 1980s or 1990s? I think something like that. It was kind of one of the earlier horror films, I think. My favorite horror film is Candyman, the original. Second is Fracture. Wow. Okay, very cool. And when was the original made? And it also, I keep wanting to say 1980s because I think 1980s was like, a huge thing for horror films if I remember correctly. So, well, it says I'm not a fan, yeah, of the slasher gore movies. Neither am I. So I take the psychological thrillers. Yeah, as far as the scary movie category, The Shining. Yeah, gets me every time. Yes, The Shining. I have tried to watch that several times. I could not get through it. It was just too much. It was just too creepy for me. Alia says, yeah, 1982. That's what I thought. Yeah, 1982. Yeah, and Lysandra says, yeah, it's in the 80s. So yes, yeah, 80, and Candyman was in 1992. Yeah, so I think like totally 1980s, early 1990s. Those were definitely, kind of like that was like I think the where the horror films were really, really were. Okay, awesome. So let's get into sprint number 3. 20 minutes for whatever you want to get done, writing, non writing, it does not matter. Whatever you can get done, we are here to support you. I will see you all in 20 minutes. Yay! So we have one more sprint left to go. So I hope that that was productive for y'all. Let us know how y'all did in the chat. Yeah, let me put here our break time so I don't talk too much and get us away from why we're here, which is to sprint and get writing and all that good stuff done. So, how did you all do? What did you get done? I actually did not get writing done during that sprint because I popped on to the live chat for the 5x5, and I saw, and I don't know if Melissa's still with us, but I saw Melissa there. And just kind of listened. So that was kind of cool. So let me see how y'all did. Hello, Diane. Wonderful that you could join us. You are just in time for our last sprint. And I'm just going to pop this up here. This is the sign up page for the challenge. The challenge is, it's the last day today, but I think that Denise is leaving the group open where you've got all of the all of the challenge stuff and all of the replays for the live chats. So I think she's leaving all that open over the weekend, and then she's got on Monday. She's doing a bonus. I think it's like a bonus webinar or workshop or something like that, that kind of talks about the challenge stuff and sort of gets a little bit more deeply into it. So that's going to be on Monday. She just announced it. So I think it's like at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Facebook group. So I think you can still join. I am not sure, but you can certainly give it a shot. Hello, Monique. So happy you could join us, writing a scene in chapter 12 of My Ex is a Vampire. I love that title. I love that title. I'm like, ooh, there's so many possibilities for a book like that. I'm setting up a red herring. Yeah, red herrings. Yes, red herrings. I don't know, Monique, if you were the one who was in Sarah's chat this morning, but somebody talked about how they were challenged, kind of also doing some red herrings or setting up red herrings, and it was a challenge for them. Totally something that I get, because I started writing historical cozy mysteries. And of course, mysteries have red herrings. And so now I'm also having to deal with, setting up red herrings. It's probably like maybe probably different than what red herring would be in like a vampire story, but it's definitely a challenge, and it's especially a challenge when I'm going now and doing revising and sort of finding little red herrings that I put, and now I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't come up, it's okay, now where does that go, and what, because I'm the kind of reader who, if I find a red herring and it just kind of gets dropped or it doesn't make sense or something like that, then I don't like that. So I don't want to be the writer who does that. Definitely not. Hello, Lysandra. I got another couple of paragraphs edited. That is excellent. So yes, very good. So we are 2 minutes about to end our break, and then we are going into the last sprint of the afternoon. So again, this is the HB Word Sprints Word Sprints Challenge Group. I think I got that right. Writing retreat, and so we have lots and lots of sprints going on. We have one later tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock Central Time. I think Rhiannon is doing those sprints. Rhiannon is, I think, on both Facebook and YouTube. And then we've got Saturday and Sunday throughout the day. I just don't have the schedule in front of me, but you can definitely check it out in the HB Wordsprints Challenge group. Link again, if you're on YouTube, is below. So you can get to that group, and the whole schedule is there. But it's basically, we start at I think it's like 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sarah does sprints there, and every 2 hours, basically, you've got a 2-hour sprint. So you can just jump in whenever you feel like it. Jump out if you have to. We are always happy to see everyone there. Monique says the red herring is that my main male character thinks that he sees a vampire that got away in a previous chapter, but it's broad daylight. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What he doesn't realize is that a female vampire is also a daywalker to some extent. Beautiful. Okay, so this I have never heard about. That in a vampire story that there are daywalkers as well. But I'm thinking of because I was just talking before about how I'm a classic film fan. So in classic films, of course, the vampires, it's like, only at night, they sleep in the coffin in the daytime and all that kind of stuff. So it's really traditional. So, so I don't know the genre these days too well to know that. Okay, one more comment we've got here. Melanie, my phone decided to get low on the battery and just realized the timer was up. Finished creating a word count tracker. Excellent. That is excellent. Yes. If you're talking about for Nano, then definitely word count tracker is essential. Definitely. Okay, wonderful. Let's go into our last sprint of the afternoon or of the evening, depending on where you are in the world. We've got 20 minutes to do writing, editing, whatever you're doing. Non-writing stuff is very, very cool too. Let's make it as productive as we can. We are here to support and cheer everybody on. I will see you all in 20 minutes. So that is it. We are done with this sprint. I hope that you all had a wonderful, wonderful sprint. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And let us know in the chat, please, how you did. Sorry about that, everybody. I've got my little alarm here. I did actually really well. I'm now up to the point in the story where up until now, I've been doing a lot of just kind of it's sort of revising what's there, adding some stuff, but not like, adding any really new scenes. And so now I've gotten to the point where I'm going to be adding a couple new scenes. So very, very happy about that. So let's see where we are. Okay, Monique says, well, older vampires can walk about in broad daylight, but they can't really be out for long because they're not at their full power. Got it. Okay. It's so fascinating, the whole like vampire lore. Does Stanley sound like the name of a heartthrob leading actor? Is that like the name of your protagonist? Is that why you're asking? But I'm not sure about the first. I'm not sure about Stan. Lyons, I think, is a great last name for a vampire. But not sure about the first name. But I'm not. Into the genre, and I don't know very much about it. So maybe somebody here who knows a little bit more about the genre, might be able to give you much better feedback on that. Maybe Chris Lyons, maybe. Lysandra says, thanks for the sprints. You are most welcome. I'm so happy that you were here. Melon says, working on basic outline and general story notes for October. Excellent. Got a lot of initial planning done so far today. That is wonderful. And hopefully, Melanie, you will be with us for sprints throughout the retreat weekend. Hopefully, all of you will be with us throughout the retreat weekend. And so we can help you get to whatever goals you want to get to. Remember, sprints are up every 2 hours. So basically, as I said, it's Saturday and Sunday, and it starts from 9 o'clock EST time. Sarah, I know for sure Sarah is doing for Saturday and Sunday. She does those morning sprints, and then you've got basically 2 hours of no sprints, or of break time, I should say. And then we've got 2 hours of sprints again, and then 2 hour break, 2 hour sprints, and then 2 hour break. And then at night, we've got the night owl sprints, and those are the last sprints of the evening. So really got a lot going on. So please join us. We love to see all of you in our chats. Yes, also Melanie. Yes, I echo that sentiment. Nick says, oh no, Chris Lyons will be the lead of Romantic Vampire Show. Really? Okay. Well, you know what, though? I can see that, because Chris Lyons to me is kind of a, sort of a romance male MC name for me. I mean, I don't read the romance very much, but, kind of that's sort of what clicks with me. Lasantha's got 3.5 pages edited. Excellent. Wonderful. Hopefully we can help you get more pages edited as sprints go on this weekend. I'll go with Chris for now. Terrific. Yes, so Monique says bye. So thank you again to all of you who joined me, and I hope to see you all in sprints throughout this weekend. And I will be back on Friday afternoon. That's my usual sprint time. So next Friday, I'm here 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock Central Time. So hopefully you will all join me. I would love to see you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a productive weekend and a writing rich weekend.